So I think it's a great entry point to get your message out there. Like maybe it's not the stage, right? You're not speaking in front of thousands, and so it's not as intimidating. But I do feel like there's specific things that you need to have clarity on in order to be a guest on a podcast effectively. Now, anybody can be a guest, but you have those that would say, "Can I just speak on your podcast? I just want to share because I just love talking." Right? Like you're probably not going to reach your people that way because they're so broad and general. And again, there's podcasts out there for those people. They're just showing up and they're having casual conversation and somebody's listening. But if you want to utilize it for the purpose of growing your business and reaching your people, you need to first know what is your message. What has God called you to share? 3 to 5 topics is what I say you need to have in order to step out there. You need to know these are my 3 to 5 go-to topics. I notice you have those in your one sheet. And it just makes it really easy for the host to say, hey, these are the things that she speaks on. And I think this one right here would be a good fit for my people. So, I mean, I appreciate that because I don't want to have to figure out and do all the deep dive research to say, oh, well, I think this would, no, we don't want that. Right? We want to know what do you share and what's going to work for my audience. So knowing your message and of course your audience, who are you called to speak to? Who resonates with your message, with your story, with who are those people that you're called to serve? And then the last, and I think the most overlooked is probably what's the purpose for being a guest anyway? Why do you want to show up and be a guest? Because that's going to determine how do you want people to connect with you at the end of the show. Because the host most often will be so gracious at the end and say, how can people find you? And that's a great opportunity for you to A, grow your email list, or is it B? So if you don't have a purpose or you don't know the purpose, you're not going to know where to send people to. So if it's the email list, you want to have a resource, right? If it's, I got to get people on the phone because I need to speak to them, well, you're going to offer like a free 30-minute consult or something. If it's just your website, well, then you're going to say, hey, they can find me on my website. So I think oftentimes people will just say, find me here, but there's no purpose behind it. So knowing your message, your audience, and your purpose are those foundational pieces